Look, I'm all for people trying to stand up for their rights, but this trend of having law firms actually promote and finance lawsuits and use the web in order to shop for the right plaintiff, this trend has to stop.
When the lights are out and you stumble in the dark, you kept pushing on.
Today I downloaded a new complaint by a couple of people who are suing Apple, saying that their new iPhones is false advertisement because Apple is misleading people as to the number of pixels and the quality of the pixels in their screen. Follow me on this. The idea is that when you are actually having rounded screens, you are losing pixels at the corners. As a result, when you are telling people that your screen is a certain number of pixels by a certain number of pixels, that's misrepresentation because you don't have those pixels in the corners themselves. It's a question of mathematics, really. The second one is that the pixel quality is somehow different. In a lawsuit, they're calling it false pixel, in effect saying that OLED has a different kind of a pixel density than LCDs, and a result, when you are referencing everything by calling it pixel, effectively you are misleading people. And third, that Apple, through its marketing, through its pictures, through its videos, is trying to hide the fact that there is a notch. Now, anybody that's been bought a phone over the past couple of years knows that there are notches in just about every new modern phone that exists. The idea that somehow this is false advertising is absurd. The idea that somehow you need to be explained that when there's a rounded corner, you may lose some pixels at the corners, that is absurd to me. The fact that people need to be explained that pixel, what is a pixel, may be different across different technologies, that is ridiculous. Does marketing sometime kind of cover up some of the areas that you don't want to discuss? Of course it is. And sometimes can it be a little bit misleading? Absolutely. But the idea that this is a valid lawsuit, that people will sue, try to file a class action lawsuit, trying to get millions of dollars off of Apple because there are rounded corners and new technologies being implemented into the phone, is obviously absurd. I can't imagine that there are many people out there who actually support that idea. But don't forget, this is all promoted and financed by law firm. Google any company you like, you will find a website promoted and financed by a law firm shopping for plaintiffs, trying to start a class action lawsuit against some company that has a large insurance policy. This is not a technology problem. This is a legal problem that permits these law firms to actually shop for plaintiffs. The problem is that Congress is very unlikely to do anything, because if you know much about our Congress, it's mostly filled with attorneys, and a large percentage of them are attorneys that are coming out of either the plaintiff or the defendant side, people that are making money off of them. Not to mention that the lobbying effort by plaintiff and defendant attorney groups is enormous. They all want to maintain the system because they feed off the system. To see any real changes, Congress has to change, and so far we haven't seen many changes in Washington. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything you want to discuss, just leave them down below. I'd love to talk to you.
When the lights are out